You're listening to Unseen, Queer Millennial Life Unfiltered. So I think we should tell you who we are and why we're here. My name is Laura Lee Abbey. I have been writing for most of my adult life. I've been oversharing my experiences as a woman, as a queer woman, as a mom. I think that we have reached an age where we're being left out of the conversation.
My name is Erica Bacon. I am also a millennial. I was born in 1982, so I'm actually on the cusp of being Gen Xer. However, just want to say we're not leaving Gen Xers out of the conversation. You are very important to us. I think the important thing is that the reason why we decided to do this podcast is because there was a voice left out.
Okay.
Do we feel good about that? I do.
I do.
Great.
Should we high five? Oh, those tiny little hands. It got me good. All right. What's happening today?
Yeah, can I tell you what I did last night? Because it was the first night. I can't remember how long it's been. I've been doing like early mornings, work, day job, evening, something, and then work, late. So last Sunday, I didn't touch any sort of work. Yesterday, I went to tennis, picked Danny up, got back, cooked him dinner, put him to bed. And you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I watched a show from the 90s because I was thinking about our conversation. And I got really excited about it because it has deep queer themes. And I'm like, I remember watching this show and loving the shit out of it, but need to see it again 30-something years later because what was that? Are you ready? Xena, Warrior Princess. Do you remember the show?
I never watched it.
You never seen it?
But I feel like that had big time, like queer sapphic energy.
Oh my God. And even looking back, I don't know who wrote this thing, but I feel like you need to start watching it now.
It feels unlikely that I'm going to do that.
I know, but it's so bad. It's so bad. It's really bad, but
Does it take place in the past or is it like another planet?
Yeah, it's like mythological times, like Zeus and like special powers and warriors kind of thing. But oh my God, the costumes are bad. The dialogue is terrible. But her boobs were like definitely positioned in a way of authority.
So you watched it as a young person?
Loved it.
Loved it. Ooh, okay.
Obviously, like I didn't know that I had a gay bone in my body for a long time. So
do.
That's what gay bones look like. They're just really happy.
They're happy bones. No, I never watched Xena. All right.
Anyway, so I was thinking about the shows that we used to love, and then you rewatch them now, 30 years later, and you're like, oh my God, that was so fucking bad. Like,
yes,
what
but we talked about this in an episode because Anna has never seen the L Word, which I still find insane.
Yeah, but that's still 2000s. I'm talking like old. Like Xena's
how much older is that?
It felt like I was watching something from 1965.
I think you forget that I was a mere child while you were watching.
3 years younger than me. I guess at that time, it's like a lot.
3 years is a lot because let me tell you, my kids are 3 years apart. And right now, oof, that's a big
door, please.
Age gap.
I mean, the percentage of their lifetime is quite.
We were a home improvement family.
Same. Well, what do you feel about it now?
Oh, what do you think I feel about Tim the Tool Man fucking Taylor? Oh, God. I actually recently looked up because obviously JTT was the standout heartthrob.
Oh my God. Do you know how long I tried to get my hair like his hair? He was so adorable.
You say that. You were like, I wanted to look like him. Every other girl was like, I wanted to be married to him.
Yeah, I wanted to be with him and look like him.
Sam and I are waiting for that like 90s bowl cut thing to come back so we can give it to our children. I think Quinn could rock it.
Yeah, just make it happen.
But yeah, one of the brother who played, I don't remember Brad. I do remember their names. Pretty sure he went to prison for like domestic violence.
That's shocking.
And then
he looked like a shithead too.
Yeah. And then the one who played the youngest brother, who I'm sorry to say this, was never cute enough. Bad.
Don't remember casting. The youngest one.
His name was Mark on the show. I know all
Wait,
the
what
kids.
was the middle one? Who's
Randy.
BTT?
His name was Randy.
How do you know all of this?
I am somehow reaching back to the early 90s and watching this with
That is
my family.
in the deep recesses.
It's embedded. Yeah.
Okay. I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah.
Okay, Home Improvement. I remember the mom as well. What was her name?
Jill. Stop it. I'm scaring myself. So good.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not even looking this up.
Okay, pivot, new show. Let's see how you can do.
No, I feel like that's it. I feel like my brain is now fried.
Nope, Family Matters.
Carl Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was the mom's name?
Don't know.
I'm going to tell you something about Family Matters.
I'm here.
Okay. And again, I know I just said something mean about the actor who played Mark. And now I'm going to say something mean about Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel. Remember when they decided that he was older and he needed like a sexy line?
Stefan.
So they introduced Stefan. I am sorry. He was wildly unattractive. He's just not an attractive man. And
Great actor
great actor.
for the 90s sitcom.
Great show. Laura is that her real name or her name on the show?
Oh, the teenage girl.
The teenage girl that he
Okay.
was in love with. Because I'm pretty sure her name was either Laura Lee in real life or on the show.
Really?
Yes.
Another Laura Lee?
Not spelled the same.
You weren't named after
Because
her?
I'm special.
It's interesting. So,
I was named after my cousin Linda Lee. As you do when you're from Long Island.
I love that.
Everyone's always like, are you Southern? No.
Nope.
Long Island.
Long Island. Okay. TGIF programming block. Let's see.
No, wait, but you have to tell me what her name was on the show. Was it Laura on the show?
Remind me, what was the show? Family Matters.
Family Matters. And then we can talk about Full
Yes.
House, obviously.
Uh,
No gays anywhere in any of these shows.
Harriet Winslow.
Harriet. Carl, duh.
Laura.
Laura. Yeah, I think
And
it was-
Eddie.
I think it was Laura Lee, unless I made
Eddie.
that up. Eddie.
Estelle. The grandmother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the aunt and the little kid. Yeah. Big fan.
Okay. TGIF. What else?
Fresh Prince, Full House.
Oh, Fresh Prince. You know what? So I was thinking about this last night. Fresh Prince, Family Matters, The Cosby Show, controversial, but loved it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 60 to 70% of the shows I watched on TV during TGIF, like evenings, people of color.
Yeah.
And I was not in an area where there was any diversity. And how cool is that?
No, I hate
we
being
don't
one
have-
of those people who's like in my day, but I'm like, I'm sorry. In the early 90s, Hollywood or whatever you want to call it, we had, maybe it was just black and white. Okay. So maybe saying diversity isn't fair, but we had television shows that featured not just white families. And
Yeah.
they weren't, but like now I feel like they're black shows or white, I'm like
It does feel that way.
and they just weren't. We just watched them
They
all.
were just like family shows
Yeah,
that were great.
they
It
were
was
just
like
family shows.
universal.
We all watched them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, but I had like nostalgia for that because I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Oh my God. What happened? I think my sister and her husband were like away without the kids, and she sent on the family text a video of him just being really drunk in a bar doing the Fresh Prince rap for karaoke. And we're all just like, oh my God, this is great. And my mom's like, how does he know all the words to that?
How do you not
And
know
we're
the
like,
words?
it's the Fresh Prince. And she's like, what is the I'm like, what do you mean, what is the Fresh Prince? Like, I grew up in your house. We all know, like, this is just, but she wasn't paying attention, and we were just dying laughing because she was shocked that he knew the words to this
She's
song.
watching Home
And
Improvement.
I'm like, there is no millennial who does not know every word to this theme song. Theme songs.
great.
Theme
show.
songs were important back then. I don't think they are anymore.
Yeah. Can we think of a current show theme song?
No,
that
but I
is-
also don't really watch TV in
That's
that
true.
way.
TV's a whole different world now.
It is.
It's on demand. Danny is like, what is a commercial?
Right.
What?
When they have to sit through them, they're like,
Can you
Mom.
fast forward it?
Or my kids are now they're watching this, oh my God, this awful Ariana Grande show from probably 10 years ago that she was on, probably on Disney, where she and this roommate get into shenanigans. But my kids watch all these shows that are probably a decade old, but they don't know it because they're just on Netflix or whatever.
Ariana Grande. I love her, by the way. Okay. What other shows?
Full House. There's the Olsen twins became billionaires when we were children. This was huge.
Wait. I'm getting my shows mixed up. Full House had Uncle Joey.
Yeah. Bob Saget.
Uncle Joey and Alanis Morissette.
Uncle Jesse.
Okay, I had
John Stamos, get the fuck out of here.
I had a crush on Uncle Jesse.
Who didn't? My friends and I went to see him.
Man.
I told you, he was in Cabaret when I was 16, and all my friends and I took the train to the city.
As the MC?
As the MC. Yes.
Uncle Jesse?
Yes.
I'm very jealous of that.
It was amazing. We were just at that age where we knew we've got it. There was a little nostalgia in there, but also this is kind of sexy. Yeah.
And then the dorky dad, Danny Tanner.
Danny Tanner.
Mm-hmm.
Hola, Tanneritos. Is that what Kimmy Gibbler always said?
Oh, no.
I will tell you. Candace, whatever her last name is, I am not a fan of her or her family. You heard it here first. The whole Cameron family can just go to hell as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. She can kiss my ass.
Her asshole brother writing his stupid far-right books. Fuck you guys.
You're gross. You know what, Candace? You're probably a homosexual.
No, that's not an insult, though.
Yeah, but
that would be cool.
The most asshole repressed people are the gayest.
And not in a good way.
Yeah, they're just
Jodie Sweetin, though, who played Stephanie. She's awesome. And she's a badass. And she's going to be on the right side of history. And it's interesting because she's very close with Candace and they disagree highly on human rights and politics. But
it's incredible that you can have an opinion. It's your opinion to have. I can't.
An opinion on the rights of other people to just exist in the world and live their lives.
I just can't. I can't touch it. Okay. I haven't seen these people in a long time.
You know what's going to be great when we both get canceled and lose our jobs? Not for all the other crazy shit we've said, but for
coming after Candace Cameron.
The Camerons.
Jesus.
Strike it from the record.
Listen, guys, we know people on Grindr. We're just going to blow your spot. So
we're going to do it.
Come at us. The gays are done. Also, did you see at the he who shall not be named funeral in Arizona that Grindr blew up again? The app exploded.
For real, though?
Yeah.
I watched none of the coverage, not interested, want to know nothing about it.
I particularly find that interesting. Any concentration of Republicans, the Grindr app just completely shuts down.
And that data's legit?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I say this standing on nothing than rumors, but sure, yes.
Absolutely 100% science-backed.
Lindsey Graham. Gay.
Well, let's think about every time you see headlines of it's always a pastor or someone who doesn't support queer rights who is ending up with a fucking mugshot, right? Because they're collecting child pornography, or it's supposed to be called another word now. I don't remember what it is.
Oh, so they're renaming something that is ubiquitous amongst that particular group because it's too hard for them.
Yeah, but it's always them.
It's always them.
We don't talk about politics on this podcast, though.
We shouldn't. No, we're going to edit all of that out so I can keep my job.
Okay, so this episode will be 4 minutes long.
But we can talk about
Back to Full House.
Okay, I have one for you. Thinking of things from the past. Did you have a Tamagotchi or a Gigapet?
No.
What?
I thought they were dumb. Who had the time?
They were dumb.
There was always a part of me that was me, even when I was young.
You were still you.
Yeah.
You were just a little you.
Yeah. But I think I was in 7th grade when they blew up, and I was just no. But I remember going to cheerleading practice in junior high, which we can unpack that later. And some of the girls being oh, I have to go take care of my what?
Tamagotchi.
My Tamagotchi. I'm what the fuck do you mean you have to take care of it? It's a part of me knew someday your kids are going to be all consuming. Do not sign up for any extras before you must.
Okay, so I personally didn't have one, but
Is it because you couldn't afford it because you were busy chopping wood?
No. My sister had it. 7 years younger. And I just remember being so disturbed by this one feature on it. So you feed them.
They die. People would kill them all the time and cry. I remember girls hysterical.
Yeah, you have to feed them, water them, walk them, clean up their crap or whatever. And that was always the big funny thing. But you discipline them. So there was a digital hand that would like beat the little like kitty cat on the thing. And I caught my sister like beating the shit out of this Tamagotchi. And I just remember being like, she's not all there. Some fucking screws loose. Also, whoever created this is not all there.
Well, it was a hit. It was a sensation.
But what is that? It was a hand. Okay, someone needs to back me up on this because
I don't know because I don't have any experience with Tamagotchis. I just want to say Christy Yamaguchi so bad. Big in the 90s.
Also the 90s. Can we go back to cheerleading for a second? Because were you a base?
Of course I was a base. Was I a base? This body was not born to fly. I was a base. I was a fucking good base, okay? Shut up.
I bet you were. You're strong.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, tell me, when did it end and why?
10th grade when I went to high school, and my friend and I realized that
10th grade you went to high school?
Yeah, my junior high was 7th, 8th, and 9th, which I'm a big fan of.
Why?
I don't know. 9th graders, I feel like, are still little, and 12th graders are not.
I was not little. I was 14.
I mean, obviously neither was I. But it was kind of nice being on top of the world in the 9th grade and then showing up to 10th grade. 4 years is a lot.
3? I've never heard of this. Why is this so new to me?
I don't know.
It's very interesting.
Guess you got to get your ass to the suburbs of Long Island.
You know what? No.
Yeah. So we went into 10th grade. We had done cheerleading through junior high. We were great. We did competitions and stuff. Okay. We were as successful.
Could you tumble?
I mean, no.
You tell me about your toe touch?
It got really good, actually.
Yeah.
My toe touch was pretty excellent at one point.
Okay.
Short-lived. There's a long way from my fingertips to my toes. I'm 5'11".
Were you 5'11" in 10th grade?
I think I was probably 5'9", maybe 5'10".
So you were still tall.
I was big. Tall, yeah.
Tall.
Well, no, I've been called big my whole life, and I'm like, could we use the correct language? I am
Who
tall.
says big?
Everybody. Men love to call me big.
Oh, well, that's just insecurity.
It's rude, is what it is.
Because they are looking up to you when they say that.
Yeah, we got into 10th grade, and we were like, we are not going to continue this path.
Okay. Was it just too competitive, or the girls were mean?
We just were lazy and wanted to go to Taco Bell and start drinking, and just...
So you started drinking in 10th grade?
No. Yeah. No? Maybe?
What was the first?
Yeah, 10th grade.
Tell me about your...
That's not early. I was a late bloomer.
Oh, wow. Long Island is interesting. So tell me about like your first memory of having some alcohol, not like sipping your dad's beer, but your memory of like, oh, I feel this in my head.
I came home, I think it was from work, my best job ever, the OFC. You can hear all about it on my podcast, 17. I think I came home late, and my sister, she had these bad friends. She had these two bad girls, and they were sitting in her bed on her bedroom carpet. Just the three of them, like cross-legged, and they were like, Laura, come in here. And they had a bottle of Sambuca.
Oh, God.
The most disgusting
Katie
liquid you could ever allow to pass through your lips. And we just sat there and drank the bottle of Sambuca. And it was so gross. But I felt like so warm. They must have like nicked it from a dad, right?
He won't notice the Sambuca.
There's no way that didn't come from Dad's liquor cabinet. Yeah.
Gross.
So gross.
Okay.
But I remember the warmth.
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly but surely, like my good girlfriends, like my really good friends, we all started just kind of experimenting with alcohol, as one might say.
So
Zimas and wine coolers.
Okay, great. I love that you're going into Zima because we're not that far apart in age.
No, not that far.
Zima was delicious.
Yeah,
if I drank one now, I would have heartburn for 3 days.
Sometimes I think about, so wine coolers came in 4-packs. So we would each have like whatever guy was going on the beer run. We would each get our own 4-pack of wine coolers and drink those and be quote unquote so wasted. And sometimes I'm like, man, I would really love a wine cooler. They were absolutely delicious.
Are
But
they all
also,
gone?
I don't know that I could get through one. Well, now they have like, yeah, I think the ones that existed back then, you can still get these weird.
They still have Boone's Farm.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. Disgusting. But we drank it.
We drank whatever we could get our hand. I remember having a party once when my parents were away, and I stole some whiskey from my dad. Has really nice, expensive alcohol, so I think it was like take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and we made smoothies with whiskey or something. And I can still remember it was weird looking and it tasted so gross, but we just drank it.
I did try to make a cocktail with strawberry ice cream and gin once.
No.
It's a really bad idea.
I'll remember, shout out to my friend Leanne. We were having a party at her house and she's like, look, I found this liquor in the basement. It tastes like Christmas trees. And we were all drinking gin. To this day, I love gin.
I love gin.
I've loved gin from the second I tasted it. I have never stopped loving gin.
Same.
Even after drinking a million dirty martinis on my 21st birthday and puking my guts out, I have never stopped loving gin.
I've seen the pictures. I feel like we need to include it somehow.
Ooh. Not a good
Priceless. Interesting. I didn't start drinking really until college, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. I was an athlete and I was like so serious.
Well,
I didn't want to get in trouble.
Not an athlete. I was a really good girl though. And I was also the youngest of 3. So by the time I was doing that stuff, I feel like my sister and brother were always in trouble in high school. And I remember my sister at one point being like, why are you never in trouble? I'm like, easy. It's like the one and only rule. Don't lie about where you're sleeping. Nobody cares what happens as long as if I say I'm sleeping at Annie's house, which is always where the party was, that's where I'm sleeping.
And they lied and they got in trouble. What was trouble like in your house? Getting in trouble?
Well, my dad tried something called progressive punishment. At some point, we had to write an essay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happened to me. And I tried to like write a really bitchy essay. And as he critiqued it, I got in trouble again. But you would get grounded, get some of the progressive punishment. But I just didn't get in trouble a lot because I wasn't an idiot. No offense, Ryan and Katie, but you were dumb. Also, my parents, by the time they had 3 of us in 3 years, by the time it was my turn, they were exhausted from the 2 of them. They did not care.
Especially like they were first, so you were just like cake.
I did great in school. I had a job.
Mm-hmm.
I had really good friends. So they just were like, Laura's fine and we're exhausted. It's fine.
Okay, what else about the progressive punishment though? Because are you going to like implement this with your kids when they get older?
Probably not, because I'm already so tired of grading essays.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think I had to write one on respecting your parents. And I think I kind of turned it around to, well, what about respecting your kids? It was probably so obnoxious. I do remember my brother coming home. He was in college in New Paltz. I remember him coming home. I don't even know where my parents were. And we agreed to have a party. And obviously my parents found, I had the kind of dad where if like the lamp was plugged in to the bottom outlet instead of the top, or the fire poker was turned 3 inches in the wrong direction. Like he just knew. He knew.
Me.
Yeah.
That is me.
He knew. And so I remember him individually sitting. I wonder if my sister was there. I think she probably was. But like him one at a time, like interrogating us. He's like, your allegiances are to me, not your siblings. And I'm like, of course they're to my siblings, silly. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you were going to have a party at my parents' house, you were going to get caught. So it had to be worth it. Although my mom would, I remember I had a party once because, again, I was the youngest. My sister and brother were both in college. And my parents would go up to visit my brother at New Paltz and pretend that they were coming home the same night. And I'm like, I know what you do. You go out to dinner. You drink a lot of wine. You're not coming home tonight. You're probably staying at the fucking Mohonk Mountain House. Enjoy. But I would have a party, and then I remember my mom found a bunch of beer-soaked towels in the laundry room. I was like, oh, me and the girls, we were just playing some card games. We had a couple beers. Like, I should have cleaned this up. And she would totally cover for me. She was the best.
Your mom is great. I never got...
You didn't get to have parties?
No, I didn't get in trouble. I got caught.
I thought I was such a goody two shoes. You were the goody two shoes.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't like too goody two shoes. I was just focused on other things. First time I smoked pot, I was 15.
That's young.
Is it?
Well, you just said you didn't drink until college.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pot at 15 is young.
I was interested, and there was this one girl, I'm not going to say her name, but she was kind of crazy, and she smoked cigarettes, and I really liked her, and she came over, and she was like, you want to get high? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Went outside, and then she's like, okay, so I'm going to take a hit of this, and then we're going to get really close together, and our lips are going to be almost touching, and it's called a shotgun, and so I'm going to breathe out, and you're going to breathe it in.
Goosebumps.
And I just remember her kind of like grabbing my sides and like pull me in. And it was one of the most like, and this is post, or maybe it's around the same time as Party of Five, Nev Campbell, Infatuation, where I'm like, I don't know, these feelings. And that was like, is it the marijuana that is making me feel this way? Because I fucking love this. This was amazing. It's the best thing
First
I've
of all,
ever felt.
shotgunning was like the cool fucking thing to do when we were young.
Right?
Yes.
I mean,
shotgunning beers, yes, but shotgunning
yes.
weed.
Fascinating.
Oh,
my
my
mom came
God.
home and I got caught and I got in big trouble. Because I lied to her. It wasn't that I was smoking pot. It's because
you
I
lied
lied.
about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was a good girl. What can I say?
Hey, it's Laura from Unseen. Are you looking to shop queer brands and support our show? Find us on pinkrobinshop.com. Sam is always like, if it wasn't for me, you never have anything to write about or record a podcast about. All the fucking entertainment in your life comes from me. And I'm like, you know what, bitch? I deserve it because you messed my life up in humongous ways. I feel like I'm always like spilling her secrets on air.
How does she feel about that? I could never with Laura.
She rolls with it.
She must, because
She's always has. I think she did me dirty in college, and so I've been paying her back ever since.
college was a long time ago.
I don't give a fuck. Cut that one out because don't give her that credit. Anyway, I grew up in a house where you didn't talk about drugs. Nobody was allowed to do drugs.
Oh, drugs are bad.
Drugs are
Your
bad.
house. Okay.
Which is...
I mean, drugs were bad. Like, we were... Like, smoking pot was
right,
not...
but smoking pot was not a big... like
super normal. And
that to me is not...
The pot was very different back then.
Yes. So it's just funny to me because, again, I don't want to say things I shouldn't say, but my dad's been retired for 10 years. He also was born in the 50s. So, like, it's funny that when he was raising kids in the 90s, there was such a war on drugs that it wasn't a conversation in the house where I look back, I'm like, Dad, you did so much worse than we could ever do. Why were we in trouble for any of this? Meanwhile, my wife grew up in a house where it was like, oh, you want to try cocaine? We'll do it together.
Okay. No, my mom definitely was like, do you want to smoke pot for your first time together? And I was like, yes, I've never tried it before.
I have never done this drug. What might happen?
Absolutely.
But so when Sam and I were having kids, I was like, well, we're not doing coke with them.
I'm not going to do coke with my kid.
I'm not going to do coke with anybody. I'll be the babysitter.
Yeah, I'm good.
I do remember in high school eating mushrooms and just like tripping my face off.
Was it like, did you go out in the woods? What was your plan? Because I feel like that was everybody.
You always needed a plan. You always needed a babysitter. Well, I think the first time I did it, we were having a sleepover in my friend's room, and I think a couple of them did it, and they gave me one, and I'm just going to eat this one little stem. And I was supposed to go home that night. And then we were watching a horror movie, and I just everything went wrong. And I was panicking because I knew I couldn't go home.
You did shrooms for the first time and decided watching a horror movie was your plan. Not to go hug a tree, but like a horror movie.
Well, so the next time when we actually planned it, we were out in the woods.
Oh, okay. That seemed like a really bad idea to watch a horror movie.
It was. I can still remember how terrible. And she had one of those, remember those nets that were so popular when we were young you could have over your bed?
Yeah.
I remember one girl just twisting around in it being like, I'm in a giant spider web. And so there's a horror movie and I feel like there's a giant spider coming to attack me. And I don't know how to tell my mom I'm not coming home tonight because who even is my mom?
My face is melting. There's a spider.
I'm never getting out of this room.
Oh my God. So.
But when you're young, you do dumb, silly things.
tell me about how your room was decorated as a kid, because I feel like my room was iconic 90s.
Oh, mine was not. I had Laura Ashley bedding that was blue and yellow florals.
I would have hated
Or actually, my mom will tell you that it was Ralph Lauren because she recently gave it to my sister for my niece.
She had it this long?
Yeah.
Damn, that's commitment.
That is, oh yeah. I mean, my mom
really
probably
don't waste things in your family.
We don't waste. I think my mom still has bedding and sheets from the 80s.
Okay.
So yeah, she just gave it to my sister, which was so cute because my niece Willow just got her big girl bed. And I was like, it looks like my room and Simon's room because she got the same shark sheets that Simon has. It's like they had a baby and it's so cute. So I had these yellow and blue floral Ralph Lauren sheets, and my mom I had like sky blue walls forever because that was my favorite color. And then one day in, I guess, junior high, I came home and my mom had surprised me and painted the room yellow, like this light yellow. I had the room at the end of the house over the garage with the cathedral ceilings.
Of course you did.
And the big, beautiful window. And yeah, in high school, I would just move my furniture around all the time. I feel like that's what you do when you're young, right? You just rearrange. And I think it drove my mom nuts because my room, because it was a cathedral ceiling with like this big, pretty window, the bed should go right in the middle of that and the room should just have this nice symmetry. And instead I'd be like, the bed's going in this left-hand corner, right? And just moving things around.
You didn't get the feng shui.
I don't care about feng shui.
So was your room, or was your mom like, did she go in and put things away? Like what kind of...
I think it was my room.
It was just your space.
Yeah. I'm sure she went in. I don't think I cared. But she did admit later to reading my journal. And I was like, how could you have done that? Well, my journal was just in a drawer in my nightstand. I just didn't think about privacy.
I think all moms
probably
probably
took it for
do
granted.
That, right? I think about this. What if our children...
Well, Quinn has had a little journal that he started. And then he's like, were you reading that? And I was like, absolutely not. I just didn't know whose it was.
Was it good?
Oh my God.
What's he writing?
I'm going to tell you. He's so mad, but he's not listening to this.
No, he's not.
He's 8. I read one entry before he yelled at me, but it was like, well, today, Simon being Simon again, hitting me.
Oh, no.
He's just talking about how his little brother's just being himself.
But that's very age-appropriate and adorable.
Know. But I kept diaries when I was like 8 years old, and then that turned into, I'd kept journals my whole life, and now it's been probably 6 months.
Since you've
written in a journal.
Why?
I don't think that's I need to talk to my therapist about that, not you. That's too much to unpack. Tell me about your quintessential millennial room. Tell me about your millennial room.
Oh my God. I had the glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling.
Of course you did.
But I took the time to actually make it into constellations.
Of course you did.
And then my boyfriend at the time, he was a Leo and I was a Virgo. So I had like ours together in like a really cute way.
Beautiful. That's love. Are you still together?
Yeah. Yeah. He's really successful. What else did I have? I had a black light.
Did you have a lava lamp?
I absolutely had a lava lamp.
Shut the fuck up.
When I was like younger too.
My nephew has one. They're back.
I was, middle school. I was into like the Doors, Jimi Hendrix, all of that kind of like 70s music, lava lamp. I was so into that.
My friends and I really, like, when we were in high school, we listened to the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. We loved classic rock. I'm a forever Bob Seger fan. But now I'm like, oh, wow, that to us was what like 90s music is now.
That's
scary.
Is it 90s music or is it 2000s?
Probably a little bit of both.
Like, what is that, though?
There was a boy in my class today wearing a Von Dutch hat.
No.
Sam had like 15 of them in high school. I'm like, bitch, you should have kept them all. Now you could sell them. Vintage.
Oh, yeah. Vintage?
Vintage.
I saw a vintage.
Ask me if I ever owned a Von Dutch hat.
I think it's a no.
That's a hard no.
Also, hard pass for me. I couldn't afford it, but
right. Yes, they were too expensive. They were out of my...
Also, no.
Yeah.
Von Dutch. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's all happening again.
What about what was that brand? Affliction.
Oh, with the it's like a cross that's really
like rhinestoney
adorned.
And like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's talk about being from Long Island. That's like old Italian, like big, beefy dudes with their tight affliction shirts.
It's coming back.
It's all coming back.
Kids are going to wear it.
Jenko jeans. They're wearing Jenko jeans.
I know, I've seen that. I don't know how I feel about it. Part of me is like, you know what? I'm okay. Relive the thing.
I did see a teenage girl. She maybe was a tween yesterday wearing, I don't know. She might be a little off kilter because I don't know if this is what all the kids are doing. So bravo to her. But she was wearing like tight boxers up to her belly button and then really low slung, like a wide leg
now.
Jenko, and the studded thick belt. That's not really a belt because it's like so low that it's just hanging there. And I was like, we're going
like a crop top. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah. I did buy some like 90s jeans the other day.
I will never, ever buy a pair of pants that are not high-waisted ever again. It won't happen.
Well, these are just like baggy dude jeans.
I like a baggy jean, okay? I've come around.
And I'm into it. And Laura was like, I don't know.
Are they a low-rise?
They're just like, everything's low-rise to me. But like, she's like, I don't really know if those are the ones.
I don't know if those
you're gonna wear.
Keepers.
She's like, usually your fashion is great. Trust you, but maybe not those. And I'm like, I'm bringing them back. And you know what I'm going to wear with them? A double polo hot collar situation.
Do it.
Yep, I am.
Golf pros and tennis hose.
It needs to come back. Like, if all of this other crazy shit's coming back and we can't do the double pop,
you know, I didn't
about?
ever support a double pop. I will never support a double pop. I won't support a single pop there.
I had my popped yesterday.
I am a popless
and I loved it.
Lady. Quinn likes to pop, and I'm like, who did that to you? And Sam's like, he did it to himself. I'm like, you did it to him.
It's good fashion sense. Well.
And then I slap her like she's a Tamagotchi. You're listening to Unseen. We're a home for queer millennial voices. No fame, no filters, no perfection required. We celebrate queer millennials with stories to tell, wisdom to share, and voices that deserve to be heard. This is a space where real life, messy, hilarious, and full of heart is always worth sharing. Watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.